Hey guys, welcome back. Welcome back. Happy New Year. Happy Christmas. I hope you've all had a lovely time. I'm here with another episode. I just want to tell you a little bit more about what's been going on since the last episode I made. So today I'm going to talk to you about Washington University School of Health Sciences, Health and Science, which you know a lot about. I've been talking about that a lot over last year. And I also started to talk to you about another scam school, which is run by the same people. So it's run by these two guys here, the Soudah brothers. So we have the two Soudah brothers who go by various names, Malik Soudah, etc., that we're going to talk about. And the other school that they run is the American University Scam School of Anguilla, which is a pop-up school which has come up in the last couple of years. Um, so let me just go back to talk about Washington for a moment. So, as I said in my previous episode, I worked for Washington University School of Medicine. Never received a dime for them. They never paid me. They gave me a contract and they breached their contract. I sought legal action against them. I am seeking legal action against them. So I just want to go through some WhatsApp talk, so you can see the level of corruption and lies that these people do. So first of all, I want to introduce you to someone else. So this is called Anasi Rosales. She's the head of financial fraud, I put here. So this woman is supposed to make sure that the people who work for the university, this is Washington University School of Medicine in Belize, scam school in Belize, um, unaccredited, degree mill, proven, as you can see in the other episodes. So Anasi Rosales is supposed to ensure that the professors, like me, receive pay each month or each week or however often they're supposed to get paid. She's also responsible for making sure that the students are looked after and their financial needs are met. So on a previous episode, I introduced you to another person, Miss Piggy Allen, as I call her. Real name, Natalie Arnett, wanted criminal in the United States, which you can watch the other episodes and see all about. So here you can just see this is a few weeks in to me working for the university. And I say, I just spoke with Peggy regarding pay. So I asked if it's possible to be paid fortnightly. She said this would be possible and that you would manage this for me. And as Rosali, head of financial fraud, which I didn't know at the time, I need to be paid into a UK bank account. What information do you require? So she says to me, send your banking information. I'll confirm what else I would need. Thank you. Keep in touch. Pretty straightforward. All seemed fairly good at the time. So anyway, didn't receive any more information. Didn't receive any pay. Months went by, no pay, no information. And I was removed from the group chat. So we had a university group chat, and I raised the concern that I hadn't been paid. And I contacted the dean as well, which we're going to talk about. This is a guy called Dr. Zanaga, another con artist. He's the dean of the so-called scam school. So this is sometime later, and I said to her, "You removed me from the group. Why exactly is that? I don't believe you have any reason to block me from a work group because I asked you to do your job, which was to pay me, because nobody works for free, right? Especially when they got a contract. I've spoken to Dr. Zanaga. I spoke to the dean. I still haven't been paid. What's going on? I made it out, make out to Anasi, or whatever she calls herself. I'm sure she's got various names. The fraudster that she is as well. I say that lack of communication and unprofessionalism is completely unacceptable, which it is. Um, and I say, I should have been paid in week. Sorry. She contacted me eventually, and she said that they were having difficulty making my payments. Never had that problem before. So I said, well, this should have been done in week one, not week five. So this is 5 weeks. Now worked for these people for 5 weeks and haven't been paid a dime. So, Week 5, they still haven't got my bank details sorted out and my money paid into my account. So I find this complete and utter lack of competence, of incompetence, I should say, astonishing. I take it that the money will not be in my bank tomorrow, as anticipated. This is now a contractual breach, which it was. Will you have difficulty providing correct bank details? That's what she says. Wire instructions that were requested to you. Unfortunately, the instructions provided are not wire instructions. They were. Um, well, I said, well, contractual error is on your side, so I will let the appropriate people deal with it. Bank details sent, I should have said, but I'm acting as stupid as they are. Address this, please address this. Um, so I spoke to the dean, and the dean, as I say, really is as big a con artist as the two twins, which we're going to look at in a moment. So I messaged him again. So I had a couple of things I wanted to pass by you. Firstly, I've been working for 4 weeks now, and only last week was I asked about my bank details. I find that super unprofessional. And when I asked about this today, I had a very vague response about when or how this will be dealt with. Secondly, Miss Peggy Allen, Miss Arneth, asked about when I could work in person in Belize, etc., etc. I told her that no one had contacted me to discuss accommodation arrangements or flights or visa, because you do need a visa to go abroad. And I said, I'm still being reasonable at this time. I don't know quite why. This is 5 weeks in and I still haven't been paid. I should have been maybe using some other language. I said, I understand the accreditation is a difficult time, but this is not professional at all. I should have been asked all of this from the beginning from the administration department. Also, I asked in an email for some clarity about how exams and presentations should be aligned with the MBME, etc., and received no response, etc., etc. So he responds to me, this is the dean. Oh my, I'm terribly sorry to hear of your ordeal. I'm sure he's heard it before. Unfortunately, all financing, including salaries, are handled by the US office. So it has a US office. That's another interesting thing. This school is operating in Belize. Um, and I mentioned money laundering before. They are being investigated by federal agencies. I can't talk much about that because that's ongoing. So they have offices in Belize and the United States. So they funnel money through the United States. So I guess they were going to pay me from the US. So Miss Peggy should have explained and be more informative in regards to your salary. So he's actually saying she's absolutely useless as well, and she is his boss, which is shocking. In regards to your salary and other entitlements, in terms of the academics, I can surely be helpful. Please forward me the email and I will clarify the MBME. The MBME is similar to USME and it basically gives the student the school an idea. Not quite sure what he's trying to say there, but he never emailed me regarding that either. Um, he then says, I'll be meeting with Dr. Soudah. So this is the two scam twins. This is Dr. Soudah and the other Dr. Soudah, both brothers, running two scam schools, both under investigation. Both went bankrupt in the United States, both with long criminal histories, as you can see in my previous videos. Are you ready to travel to Belize? Please feel free to reach out for any assistance. I'm available anytime. Well, that turned out to be a lie. Do you have a time to chat? I said yes. So I've obviously I had a chat with this guy, and I said I was very, very unhappy. I've been working for weeks and weeks, haven't been paid. Why haven't I been paid? He was particularly unhelpful on the phone, and then he responds to me, "Hi, Dr. Cobb. Once again, as I stated before, the US office will deal with your salary," because I asked about salary again. "I'm sure it will be done on time." Wasn't done, never got paid, ever. Not that this is the fourth week of classes. We have not completed the fifth week. This was the fifth week. And the first week was a little chaotic for you, which is normal in this situation. Not normal. If you hire somebody and you give them a contract, you make sure that they get paid and you honour that contract. Please read your contract agreement and look at the deliverables. Now, if you watch any of my previous videos, you will have seen that we went through that. This plays a role in salary release. Interestingly, um, when I questioned about why I hadn't been paid, they said, "Well, you haven't sent us the lecture material, but the lecture material is uploaded online for the students, so it's all available." And that has absolutely nothing to do with the contract overseas, as you can actually see the contract yourselves if you watch the previous if the previous in the previous episodes. So this went back and forth, and then he just went blank on me when I kept on asking when I would get paid. And then eventually I said, "Look, I've been here 5 weeks. You haven't paid me. I have classes tomorrow. I'm not going to take them because you're not paid me." And then I tried calling him again. I said, "I'm calling to see if my contract will be honoured this week. I've emailed you and Malik, Soudah, and my lawyer. So the lawyer was contacted as well. And the next person, sorry, I contacted Malik, and my lawyer will be the next person to email Malik and Peggy should this matter not be dealt with." So, my lawyer did contact them. Guess what? They ignored the lawyer as well. "I'll answer you shortly when I finish my class." He didn't. "Good morning, Dr. Cobb. First, I haven't received any email from you. Um, dud, 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 dud. I responded to him, "You did receive my email because you responded, and in relation to the contract, you should probably learn how to write one, as my lawyer has found 5 clauses thus far." Yes, absolutely, 5 clauses in the contract. Not great, really, is it? "Dr. Cobb, I have no more comments on the matter. Please let your lawyer proceed with that." So this shows what a total scumbag Dr. Zanega is. Total scumbag. That is his response. "We're not paying you. Let my lawyer deal with it." Now, a- as I've been making these programs last year, received a lot of emails from students, a lot of contacts, phone calls from students. They paid these two Soudah twins a lot of money, and they've been scammed out of tens of thousands of dollars. Some of these, absolutely irate. I mean, I've lost money on this, but nothing compared to some of the students, which is really bad. Now, I contacted Dr. Soudah because Dr. Soudah is his brother. This is the other Soudah. So this is the guy. This guy runs the Anguilla campus. So they have a new pop-up school, which I mentioned at the beginning. So I said to him, "Your scumbag brother ripped me off 15K, and I've reported him and his scam. I'm coming for both of you. William, I hope you're doing well. I'm not sure what you're talking about. I know you went to Washington. I have nothing to do with Belize, and I don't know what is your argument with him. I run Anguilla." He knows exactly what my argument with him. It's his brother, and I contacted him and his brother. His brother is a complete coward, won't speak to me or anyone else. Um, this guy won't either. I mean, you'll see his response in just a moment. Um, Not sure what you're talking about. I said, "I know exactly what the pair of you are up to. I have everything I need," which I do. And as you see with previous episodes, these two have been involved with fraud for a huge amount of time, running medical schools, scam medical schools over and over and over again, degree mills, changing the name. "Not sure what you're talking about," he says. "I don't want to get involved with whatever disagreement between you guys. That's not your guys, that's your brother. One time I tried to call you to resolve the issue. How are you going to do that? And we were unable, but I'm not involved with this mess. I don't want to get involved." Okay, so I don't repeat that. So I said to him, "Two fraudsters running two fraudulent schools." By the way, his new fraudulent school is under investigation by the police. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Natalie Arnett, aka Peggy Allen, was, yes, you're 100%. Obviously, he knows it's his brother's girlfriend. Your scumbag brother is a scam artist, and you guys are going down. So, I'm just telling him how it's going to be. please, no disrespect. I don't have time for this. If there is a disagreement between you and my brother, this does not the way things should be handled. So you can't spell, um, which is so, yeah. As you can see, this has been an ongoing saga. It's a new year, and there's lots of very, very interesting things to discuss. And again, guys, you may think that I'm venting, which I guess I am a little bit. But the reason I continue this is because these people have to be held responsible for what they do. Their actions are illegal, they're immoral, they are falsifying documents. They are involved in all kinds of criminal activities, which you can see from the previous episodes. And any student who's been to this university is affected because essentially they have a degree which is worthless. It's a degree mill. These people are involved in multi-million dollar fraud. They've been made bankrupt in the United States. They have criminal charges against them, awaiting criminal charges. So this is not reputable business. And I really, really want to push the message. I really want you to share this. This is for the students. This is so you guys can, as I've said previously, you can report them to the federal trade. You can get your money back. You can sue them, and that's really the main thing because the money I've lost pales into insignificance to the amount of money that you guys have lost. You've lost huge amounts of tuition, your time, and wasted your time on getting nothing, a 10 cents piece of paper. Okay, so speak to you all soon. Wish you all a very good new year, and please, as usual, feel free to contact me anytime you want.